Hi everyone, Linico here, and today's Thursday. Just watched the 38th episode of Pokemon X, Y, and Z, and whew, does my heart hurt. Alright, so I'm going to tell you now that episode was probably the last episode of the Pokemon League arc, if it was ever a Pokemon League arc, with it being like, what, 5 episodes long? Maybe 6, 7? It's the shortest I've ever seen, but it was down to Ash versus Alon. Also, oh yeah, that's right. Spoilers. And make sure I put that in the title of the video. But let me just get this one out. It was Ash versus Alon, the protagonist of the main series versus the protagonist of the side series, which is the Mega Evolution Special, which is also awesome. But let's see, I believe they have 2 Pokemon each. Bisharp and Charizard for Alon, and Goodra. Ooh, wait, no. Pikachu was still around. Pikachu, Goodra, and Greninja on Ash's side. Now, Pikachu totally annihilated Metagross, despite what he just got put through. I had to face off Charizard. I think he got like 2 hits in there, which was very nice. Fortunately, Pikachu did indeed fall to Alon's Charizard. After that, Goodra was sent out, and Alon swapped out Charizard and put Bisharp back out there. Now, let's keep this in mind. Bisharp totally annihilated... Who was it? I can't remember who it was. I think it was Halucha. It had guillotine, I'm guessing, because I can't understand Japanese that well. But I'm sure it came into play. It was a pretty freaking close fight, and Goodra ended up biting quite a couple of tough hits, and did of course return that all right back at him. Double, keep in mind. And Bisharp survived, came with the guillotine. Goodra tried to Dragon Pulse his way out of that situation, but Bisharp just cut right through that and just chopped his head off. I'm kidding, it's not a literal chop the head off. Guillotines do that. But after that, Ash was down to 1 Pokemon, which was just Greninja. Sent out Greninja, and he managed to take care of Bisharp. What was really smart, though, was that before Goodra went down, he used Rain Dance, which helped Greninja take down Bisharp far easier than he could have if he, didn't. Would it took him out with Water Shuriken, enhanced by that Rain Dance, wrecked. The big final match, Charizard versus Greninja. I don't believe Greninja was harmed, but Charizard took some damage, got a bit of rest up after the switch out. It was an awesome fight. I think they traded a few blows, or at least dodged a couple before going into their enhanced little states there, with Greninja, of course, going into Ash Greninja mode, and Charizard going into Mega Charizard X. So now we got the Fire Dragon versus the Still Water type. Water Dark type, I mean. It was, by far, one of the most epic fights I have ever seen. The whole episode in general, I loved it. The whole fights, I loved it. The results, I loved it. Even though, in the end, it came down to a Blast Burn to a Water Shuriken. Turns out Charizard X has Blast Burn, and it looks amazing in the anime. But that part aside, he uses Blast Burn twice during that match. Greninja dodges the first one, gets ready to lay on that Water Shuriken, and what happens is that while they're getting ready to go into these final blows, Alon and Ash are probably going over, thinking about what they've been through and what they're doing this for. Alon's doing this for the girl. I mean, probably for the girl and her chessman. Ash is doing this. It was his goal. He's been trying so hard to get to this. It's his first time in the finals. And when it came down to it, Greninja must have been feeling Ash's feelings. Because when he used Water Shuriken, that Shuriken became the almighty god. Arceus came down himself, like, just when like, hey, I got you, fam. I'm gonna use Judgment on your Water Shuriken and enhance it, cause it turned golden, and it was Naruto's Rasen Shuriken, Odama Rasen Shuriken, lava style, wind style. I don't care. It was the most luscious, beautiful Water Shuriken I've ever seen, and he tossed that thing right at Charizard. Alon's freaking out. He has him use Blast Burn. Alon himself is getting into the stance that Charizard uses whenever it uses Blast Burn. It uses it, crashes down. The attacks hit them both at the same time, I'm guessing. And you see different colored, huge explosions in the whole league stadium. As the smoke clears, Greninja and Charizard are just standing there, epically looking at each other, with their hips standing out far worse than they should. Probably broken because of all they just got through. And unfortunately, Charizard stumbles over, but catches himself, while Greninja stumbles over and falls down on his side, fainted and defeated. And of course, the transformation wears off, and Ash, which is what I was actually worried about, because holy crap, that just happened. What's happening to Ash? He just falls down, completely tired out, sweating like crazy, probably. And with that, Ash loses, and Alon is declared the winner of the Kalos League. It was amazing. It was an amazing little arc, little saga, whatever. Way few episodes than I thought it should have been, because I don't think any other league had that few episodes. Probably just the Orange League, but whatever. I don't care that much for that. But hey, it's okay, because in the end, Team Flare got what they wanted. They got Zygarde. They got the Zygarde Cell Blue. Zygarde Core Blue, I mean. They got it under his control, transformed. Some mad stuff is happening in the Lumio City. It happens during Alon's little trophy receiving. And while that's happening, it's just insane, man. It's insane. It is so crazy. It makes me wish that it was actually Ash standing there like, what the fudge is going on? And Alon probably, and where Alon would probably know, but he doesn't know. Nobody knows except for Lysander, where the next time we saw Lysander, his face was the most detailed face I've ever seen. And that's how you know stuff's getting ready to go down. So my overall opinion of this episode, it was amazing. Awesome. I would almost put it right past the Ash vs. Shota match, which is probably like a highlight of the whole thing. They spent all that awesomeness during that match. But unfortunately, we have to wait another week before we can see the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'm sure some people didn't. What am I saying some people for? Anyways, I'll see you all some next time in my next video coming soon. And like it,